Hello, Blades fans, and welcome back to another episode of the Sheffield United podcast. This is actually my first review after the Middlesbrough game. Obviously, I ain't done reviews for the first game of the season, Brentford, as I was away, and the Warsaw game, which we both won. So, let's talk about the Middlesbrough game. I'd love to talk about the linesman, but I don't even know if I want to talk about the linesman. I don't even know if I'm still over it. It's Sunday night, and I don't even know if I'm over the linesman yet. But anyway, first half, I felt first 10 minutes were causing some problems. Clark had a really good opportunity. He tried to control it onto his right, and he fell on his left. The shot got blocked, and their goal, they were just scrappy. They've chipped it in. Bamford. Basham's had a poor header and he's headed it over the keeper. I don't think the keeper could have done anything about it, really. Such a shame. And then second half I felt it was even. They only had one shot, we had more shots on goal than they did. Coots forced the keeper into a good save. So I'm still irritated about, obviously, the linesman's decision, but let's talk it as a whole. Players-wise, I think Blackman didn't really have anything to do. Defensively, saying it's the first time I've seen him this year. Stearman looks solid. Basham was incredible. All the players were mint, like getting tackles in. Fleck was incredible. Let's go start from the back anyway. Basham, Stearman, great. They were fantastic. O'Connell, solid. Freeman, I felt he had a big bang in his head, didn't he? And it wasn't the same in midfield. Coots and Fleck were good. Fleck were getting some good tackles. Carruthers caused them problems. On the left side, the Stevens, I don't know, he was a bit like Lafferty, but he was alright. Up front, Clark and Sharp didn't cause problems, because if we want to play counter-attacking football against these bigger clubs, we need to have pace. We need to have pace. We need to have someone with steel in the midfield to get more tackles in, because most of the time Middlesbrough were just running through our middle. We did deal with it, but we need to snatch the ball in the middle. And today I've heard about Joe Ledley. Could be joining for free. So he'd be a good signing, as he's got quality and break up the play a bit. But in patches we did look good. Don't forget, Middlesbrough have spent fucking 42 million more than us. 42 million. It's ridiculous. And to be fair, it didn't look anything that special. They're giving them praise, and I didn't see why. I'm not saying we deserve to win. No, Middlesbrough had more of the ball. They dominated a bit more. So yeah, I mean, we had good chances. Evans looked very sharp when he came on, actually. Brooks, when he came on, was a bit, but that's good, because hopefully he starts turning on after the transfer window, so we don't have to sell him. We need pace up front. I don't know who's around at the minute. We need someone with pace to break, who's going to take the ball and run at them. A winger, so I'd look at bringing in two strikers with pace, one who can play on the wing, one who can play up front, because we don't have pace. We're struggling to counter-attack. Our wing-backs aren't quick enough to bomb up and down. But it works, because I will tell you what, teams are going to struggle against us. They didn't smash us. They did hit the post for Gusted in the first half, but they didn't worry us. Jamal Blackman had to make one save and it shot home. We've made forced their keeper Randolph into a really good save from Coots. Well worked. And I think all I've got now is to talk about that horrendous decision from the referee. Not from the referee, the linesman, sorry. Because I was watching it. I didn't go to the game, I watched it on telly, and it was crossed in, everyone's lost it. It's gone in, everyone's lost it, and then see Lino flag. And at first I've just assumed, yeah, he's offside, it must be. And then when you just look at him, he's just ridiculous. He's onside. Wilder was saying after, it's ridiculous. It's, if that didn't happen, obviously we didn't really deserve it to come away to win it, but the effort they put in, we deserved a point. Out of the favourites who spent 42 fucking more million than them, that linesman was a fucking embarrassment. He did it before as well, when a ball was passed to Freeman, and he was about 3 yards, 3 yards the defender was behind him, so I don't even know how the line has called it. With O'Connell, he's in line. He was in fucking line, so he'd just been robbed. Cheated out of a very good point, that would have been. And then there was some trouble after the game, which I don't agree on. Sheffield United are helping out with the trouble. But overall, I think, you know what, I applauded them. They were fantastic, real effort, and that's all we want, a team that tries. We know we're not going to win every game, we're not going to have a season like we had this last year, but I think we are going to shock some teams, and we shocked them because they were nothing. They were a bit poor. It was a poor game overall. They played a very positive formation, but when they defended very well. I think Wilder now has to go out and get these two strikers in and another battling midfielder. That Lennon and whoever he's called from Blackburn could be coming apparently because he was left out of the Blackburn squad. Got Ryan Leonard, who's also rumoured from Southend. Them two aren't doing too well. Obviously Joe Ledley's been rumoured today, so I don't know who would get there up front. I honestly don't have a clue. Top of my head, not a clue who would get up front with pace. So he's got to find someone. At the end of the day, he's got to find someone who's got pace up front so he can counter-attack. So summing the whole game up, I was impressed with us more than Middlesbrough. Could you see a £42 million gap? No. I think we played Middlesbrough at a good time, so later on they might build, which I guess they will. They'll get better, much better, because of the stuff quality they've got. But I feel frustrated, but you can't be frustrated at them. So you can't be frustrated at the team, the manager, or anything, because at the end of the day we got robbed. We should have come home with a point. So that's all I've got to say. I'd also like to have a quick message. If you're at the games, if you go to the games, I have been putting on Twitter, please join me on the podcast. We can have a chat. Therefore, the podcast will be longer. I can interact with you guys. Don't be shy, just ask. I'll get you on the podcast. We'll talk about the match. We'll talk about transfers. So I'll be doing this after every match, after I've watched it. So if it's on a Saturday, I'll be recording on a Sunday. If it's on a Tuesday, it'll be coming out mainly on a Wednesday, Thursday time. So yeah, if you've watched, thank you for watching. And see you next time.